addition to the opening of the new place, what was the day like? How did you go?
Well, it was a fun-filled day. The turnout was good, and also the objective was achieved. And I think for me, that's the most important thing. The most important thing was that we set a date, to officially unveil the hub. And the day came, like Yorubas would say, Ojo Pe, Ojo Ku. And then we had the event, and all the things that we scheduled to do on that day, we did them. Our new film Swallow was premiered on that day. The unveiling was honored by a lot of dignitaries and royal fathers like Oba Elegushi of Lagos, what's it called, Commissioner for Tourism, Art and Culture, Lagos State, representative of the Minister of Culture and Tourism, a lot of people, most importantly my friends, my ally, brothers, sisters, my mother, people went around, and a lot of people were surprised to see what we managed to create here, because people, when we were doing it, a lot of people didn't know that it was being done, so it was more like a surprise. So for me, I thank God.
Okay. So, like, what are the basic units?
Okay, well, we have, of course, this existing structure which we are in, and this is our production studio and offices, accounts, and admin, and all of that. And then the extensions, we have Ire Clothing, which is my clothing line. Now we have a shop. We used to just do online sales. Now we have a store. We have a Cap Studio, which is a soundstage studio where people can come create sets and shoot music video, do events, soundproofed, and all of that. Then we have Afolayan, a restaurant and bar where people can actually eat, drink. We have another rooftop bar where people can, which is more of a terrace, where people can also come relax, listen to live band. And then we have Cap Cinema, which is a 120-seater cinema, within the same hall. Changed the name to Keke Bar because we use a lot of old bicycles to do the design. So it's like a one-stop shop for creatives and people who like, nice ambience, quiet place, and where, even the environment, will help, with ideas and stuff. So that's what it is. It's called Cap Film and Television Academy.
Okay.
And that is also here in the same space.
Okay.
The school is going to be open to physical classes from January, and we're currently building our app, because we're also going to start doing. We're going to start online classes. Of course, we just partnered with Mastercard Foundation to train 300,000 students. For me, one of the opportunities that I feel will be creating is really job opportunity for a lot of people. All the units we need to employ, like the bar and the restaurant, for example, would definitely need minimum of 15 people to work there. So it means we're adding values. All the other units, facility manager, we've in the last 3 weeks, I think we've even hired, almost 20 more people who will be working within this space. So that's one of the things that I am really happy about. Once the structure is in place, it doesn't affect my own thing. I still, as a matter of fact, we have another film we need to shoot in January. So we're already in pre-production, for that film. But in between, I have to ensure that this is also running.
Tell us about this new movie.
Swallow is a film that for me is very close to my heart, and is because it allowed me express my childhood. Because the film is set in the 80s, in 1985 to be precise. Then I was already on the street doing I'm a boy, and when I read the book, because it's a book adaptation. When I read the book, all I was seeing was me on Old Diaba Road, and then Adekule Street, Glover Street in Ebutemeta, and I said to myself that look, for the benefit of a lot of kids, most of our kids now, we just lock them in the house. They don't even go outside. They don't understand what it is to have freedom, and be on the road, and those were things that we went through. I have been knocked down by cars. I think I was knocked down by cars twice. One I went to buy Maggie, and then so these are some of the things that I really like about the book. And because the story it makes me look different. I always like to be different, with everything that I do. So that's what informed the 60, 70 look.
You must be spending a lot on ritual in terms of getting antiques and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you go about it?
Actually, they don't cost that much. I'd rather buy that than buy Bentley. I can't even afford a Bentley. So, but all these ones, I'll buy them, I can restore them, and then maybe put a budget of $20,000, and then you turn it back. And when you drive, the B is to come from office to but you have one car, like you can say, I'm going to Baden, I'm going to Ilorin. But for lifestyle, I would rather want to drive a Volkswagen, a 504, a Benz of the 70s and the 60s and all, because it stands you out.
Do you feel accomplished?
I'm not an ungrateful child. So I think that, and I'm always saying to people that I don't think there's anything that I have aspired to be, especially since I became conscious of it, that I haven't achieved. So I am an achiever, that I know. But again, like I said, I'm still young, and for me to sustain. So what is in my head now is that I have so many films, more films to make, and I must sustain this place. I don't want, when people come, they will pray and say, if you buy. That is not my vision. My vision is, just like Victor Laya, that is placed in Surulere, where is so, synonymous with his brand. That is what I want Cap Hub to become. When people want to meet, the intellect, the artists, people of like minds, creatives, the first thing that will come to their head, as far as mainland is concerned, will be Cap Hub. And it's a legacy project for me to say people are trooping in and out, students will graduate, they will go and start working, but they will forever have that name in their mouth, Cap Hub, Kunle, Afolayan. That is all that matters.
Each time you sleep and wake up and you go about your duties and all that, do you always think about your dad, or how does it come to you often?
No, I see him. I think I've told you this before, that I see him in my dreams, and it's not like a dream, it's like we see, and but again, I've always said that if my father was alive or were alive, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. Standard. Yeah, no, I won't be, because it would have influenced my decisions. I probably would be somewhere or I would have relocated or something, doing something else. So that is how I see life. I believe in destiny, and again, I believe that the universe, if you believe in the universe will always conspire in your favor if you're towing the right path. So these are my own principle, and so I have no regret that my father was no more. It's just that once in a while I'll be like, if truly Okumare, at least it will be seen that I didn't let him down, but that is not here. It's not my call. It's not, that is be much in your 1 year, and then it left a legacy. So you shouldn't feel bad if they see what we've achieved.